What's up, viewers, subscribers, and agents alike? It's your boy Enlightened Luciferian Prince coming to y'all once again. I haven't uploaded in about a week on my own personal video, I should say. I have posted, little snippets of videos off of TikTok on my channel, and that's pretty much what I have done in the meantime. The reason being is because last week, sometime mid last week, I had just been released from the hospital. Now, YouTube community, YouTube family, don't panic. Everything's all right. I'm fine. It was just some epigastric issues, and for the most part, it really just basically had to reset my body, or my digestive system back to homeostasis, and which is perfectly fine, And I think that indulging in the finer luxuries of life, as far as, certain things that go against dietary protocol, things we know better, that we shouldn't eat, or things that we shouldn't partake in as far as ingesting, you know what I'm saying? Then these things often do catch up with us. Now, it's not catastrophic, like I said before. It was probably my creator's way of actually making me aware of something prior to it actually becoming something worse, which in any case isn't bad anyway. But it was absolutely necessary, and I know, and I've known for years, that as a melanated person in this country who resides in this quote-unquote country, we know that the dietary protocol that is made up for our genetic makeup is not sufficient to what is actually offered or prescribed to us. So it was sort of like the creator's way of getting me back on the straight and narrow path. It's fine indulging in all the good, steaks and, the scrimps, and all of that good stuff. That stuff's, it's great. But as far as the long, lasting health effects, as far as, consumption is concerned, I don't think that it's relatively, I know that it's not relatively compatible with our genetic makeup. So, like I said before, I'm back. I'm in full effect. And I would definitely like to stress and emphasize on this sometime later on down the series. But I just wanted to just let people know as what has taken place in the midst of this previous week. I think people probably read comments and videos I probably posted and maybe made responses to people when told them that I was in the hospital. I wasn't that before, but about 48 hours anyway. It wasn't bad, but at the same token, it was necessary. And like I said before, sometimes we often do need a wake-up call in order to get ourselves back on the path in which we actually walked off. So it is what it is. I'm doing fine. I'm healthy. It is what it is. Tip-top shape. If you emailed me within that previous time, if I have not emailed you, please email me. If you haven't emailed me yet in regards to either consultation or services, or whatever the case may be, you can email me now. As you have seen this video is posted on your timeline, or as shall become available, then you know exactly that I'm alive and functioning. Now, I will be available for the duration of this week. I don't have pretty much too much of anything going on, and I would like for people who actually do schedule consultations from now here into the future to please stick to your appointment times. Yes, people, because I never know what might come up in the near future, because things are coming up, birthdays are coming up, baby showers, so forth and so on. A lot's going on. So I don't want you to feel like you're being left behind in regards to the agreements or whatever the case may be that we actually meet in the minds with in regards to, and we can go ahead and proceed with that. So it's all about staying punctual. That's pretty much it. As far as that is concerned, that's pretty much it. Now, I would like to continue and leave off on specific notes because, like I said before, certain respects, YouTube is shadow banning. And it's fine because, like I said before, they're going to do that regardless. But it's all right. I'm still going to keep pumping. And as long as I keep pumping, keep bringing the truth, it is what it is. But I want to elaborate on a lot more subjects, a lot more depth, and a lot more in-depth subjects, and to pretty much keep this thing rolling as is, as well-oiled machine. Now, in respects to anything else, people, y'all stay tuned, And in the midst of it all, I will say this, because in the midst of a week, you'll be surprised what actually takes place. And I know that a lot has been going on in this country, so to speak, in the advent of the so-called George Floyd verdict, in the advent of police brutality and shootings, in the advent of all this infighting. You have to realize that there are two world powers that are literally sitting on the fringe of war, that are really, really gunning for this country. And as long as they can keep you distracted from the bigger picture, and they can make you focus on these little microaggressions, then that's what they're going to do. But little do people know, there are two world powers who United States can't come to parity with, because these individuals are actually willing to join forces against this one country. And you need to be focused on that aspect as opposed to these microaggressions that go on socially. As anyone knows in this country, you have what's called psychological operations. If you understand what PsyOps are, you can actually refer to psychological operations training manual, which is actually sponsored by, the United States Army. It's a proven fact. Now, psychological operations is a war that is basically a war fought on the battlefield of the mentality and the emotions of the people, as opposed to a physical war, as opposed to munitions and tanks and so on. And this is what they're doing in this country, and they're going to keep doing it. And as long as they can keep you distracted, they're going to keep you distracted. As long as they can keep you divided, they're going to keep you divided. Because the longer and the more you keep people divided, there can be no cohesiveness against the unification of people of any color. And as long as they can have that, they want to keep the house divided. But a house divided against itself cannot stand. So you have to also be aware that these things that are going on socially, don't buy into every scheme, don't buy into every plot. As unfortunate as it is, and I said this in previous videos, that people are losing their lives, trust me, there are more people that are losing their lives that you don't know anything about, and they're not reporting on. All they're going to do is to keep you infighting amongst yourselves and keep you in a state of disarray so you can't come to a proper focus. Understand that you are a part of the all, whether you believe it or not. There is no division in this situation. And as long as they can create that illusion of division, they're going to keep using it. Don't buy into the psychological operation. And people, yes, I often emphasize upon this. People can call it what they want. It's perfectly fine. Me, myself, as far as the whole vaccination ideology is concerned, they just threw that shit back on the shelf. And they just told the world, hey, yo, check this out. Johnson & Johnson's back on the shelf. Well, I would like to say, at least within the next, let's say 5 years, I would say like 5-6 years, there's going to be a commercial on TV. And it's going to come on TV and say, hey, have you or a loved one had taken the Johnson & Johnson COVID-19 vaccine? If so, you may be entitled to compensation. People, it's going to happen. And all I'm saying is this. You have the right, you have the will to do what you want, if that's your choice. If you wish to do it, it is what it is. It's your choice. You got to live with that result. I don't, because I'm not getting that shit under no way, shape, form, or fashion. And it is what it is. And then there's documentation that you can actually hook up, with regards to that. So we'll get into that later on down the line. I don't want to put the carriage before the horse, but it is proven fact. It is proven fact. Straight. And as time proceeds, we'll proceed with those facts, and then we'll go ahead and just keep it kicking, y'all. But stay tuned for the next upload, man. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. The next upload I want to actually embark upon is something that a lot of people have been running into as far as their processes are concerned on county level or official level with regards to people in the public offices such as clerks obstructing them from their particular redemption. So I want to start on that before I proceed any further, because I want to shed light on it a little bit more so people can be able to maneuver and actually have some type of clarification about what's really going on. If you like my content on my channel, like and subscribe. You don't? It is what it is. If you wish to support my channel, support the content, it is what it is. The links in the video, the links are in the description. It is what it is. Don't ask for much. It is what it is. If you wish to do it, fine. If you don't, it is what it is. Nobody's bending your wrist. But that's not going to stop me from doing what I do. It's not going to stop me at all. Y'all stay tuned. Y'all be safe out there. Peace, light, love. And agents, You know what it is. Do not contact me. I do not consent, nor do I oblige under no circumstances at all. Y'all stay safe out there, man. Crazy world, but I tell you what, it's going to get a lot worse, and it will get better. Before it gets better, I should say. So, y'all stay tuned. Peace.